You know that moment, like right before something huge happens, when your whole body just knows, like there is this electricity running through your veins and you are not even sure what it is yet, but you can feel something shifting. That's where you are right now. And honestly, I'm not supposed to telling you this, but I cannot tell you. I cannot not tell you. There are two people in your life right now who care about you, like deeply care. And one of them has been keeping something from you that's about to completely change everything. I'm serious. Stay with me because what you're about to understand is going to rewire the way you see love forever. I want you to think about the last time you were around these two people. Notice, I said two. Because even if you have been conscious, if you have only been conscious of one, there has always been two. One feels like gravity, like you are constantly being pulled toward them. Your phone buzzes and your heart does this thing where it speeds up before you even look at the screen. They text and suddenly you are rearranging your whole evening because the possibility of them wanting to see you feels like the most important thing happening in your life right now. You text back trying to sound casual, but you are not casual at all. You are calculating every single word. You are wondering if you sound desperate. You are wondering if this text proves you care more than they do. You are in your own head for the next 3 hours obsessing over the tone of your sentences. That's not love. That's not love. I know you think it is. I know it feels like love because it feels like need. And you have been taught that need is just love in its most honest form. But it's not. It's not. That's something else entirely. Now think about the other person. The one you maybe haven't been paying as much attention to. They're quieter. Yeah. Like they don't demand much from you. They don't have this wild mood swings where you are never quite sure which version of them is going to show up. They are just there. Yeah, there constantly. When you text them, it takes them a minute to respond sometimes, but when they do, it's real. It's thought out. It's not trying to perform anything. And here's the thing that's been bothering you about this. With this person, when they look at you, your shoulders actually drop. Your jaw unclenches. You can breathe normally for the first time in days because your nervous system finally feels like it's allowing to relax. You've been comparing these two experiences and thinking, well, the first one must be the real one because it feels more intense. But intensity and realness are not the same thing. And I'm about to show you exactly why. The person who makes your heart race, the one you can't stop thinking about, the one who has all your attention, they are scared right now, like actually terrified. And they're about to show you that fear in ways you are going to mistake for passion. They are going to be more attentive, more romantic, more present. They're going to say the things you've been dying to hear because they can feel you waking up. They can feel you finally starting to pull away, and it's triggering their survival instinct. When people are afraid of losing you, they don't back off, they intensify. They become the version of themselves they think will keep you around. And that's going to feel amazing for like maybe 2 weeks. And then it's going to start feeling like drawing in slow motion again. Here is where it gets strange. And please stay with me, because this is the part that's going to change everything. The secret this person is holding, it's not just some little thing. It's something that's been affecting the entire dynamic between you. Every time you felt confused, there was a reason. Every time you thought you were crazy, you were not. Every single moment where you felt like you were missing some crucial piece of information, you were. Actually, you were. Because someone was actively keeping it from you, and you know now how I know you know this. Because you are here. You are watching this. Some part of you already figured it out, and now you're looking for confirmation. Your intuition's been screaming at you, and you've been trying to turn the volume down because the truth is scary. The truth means you have to make a choice. The truth means everything you've been holding onto might have been built on sand. I need you to pay really close attention to what happens next, okay? Because I'm about to describe something that's going to happen very soon. And when it does, I want you to remember this moment. Just remember this moment. I want you to remember that you already knew, that you already felt it, that you were not crazy. The person with the secret is about to have a moment where their mask slips. It might be so subtle that almost nobody else would notice it, but you are going to catch it. Because you have been trained by months or years of confusion to read every micro expression, every pause, every shift in their eyes. Maybe they will be in the middle of telling you something, and they will catch themselves. Maybe they will start to say something and then change direction at this last second. Maybe someone will text them and their whole energy will change for just a second before they recover. Maybe they will avoid your eyes in a way that's different from how they usually avoid your eyes. Maybe they will slip up and mention something they shouldn't know about. Maybe they are going to have that conversation with you where they start think, we need to talk, and your stomach is going to drop because you already know on some unconscious level. You already know exactly what they are about to say. And here is what I need you to understand about that moment. It's not going to break you. I know you think it will. I know you are terrified of confirmation because confirmation means you can't keep pretending anymore. Confirmation means you have to accept that someone you love did something that hurt you. But here is the thing about truth. It feels like pain for exactly one moment. And then it feels like relief. Because living in confusion is actually way more painful than living in clarity. You've been in pain this whole time. You just got used to calling it love. The quiet person, the one you've been overlooking, they have been feeling all of this. They have been watching you try to solve a puzzle with missing pieces. They have been there when you were frustrated and confused, and they didn't interfere because real love doesn't demand. Real love doesn't need to convince you. Real love is just present. It's like the sun. Yeah, the sun. It doesn't apologize for being there. It doesn't perform, it just exists. And everything else grows around it. You might not even realize it yet, just how much this person, this quiet person, cares about you. You might have been so focused on the chaos that you didn't notice the consistency. You didn't notice that they always showed up. You didn't notice that they never asked you to be anything other than what you actually are. You didn't notice because they were not dramatic about it. They were not making it about them. They were just living proof that love could be steady and calm and real all at the same time. And that absolutely terrifies the other person. Yeah. Because if you ever actually paid full attention to the quiet one, the intense one would lose their grip on you. They wouldn't be the center of your universe anymore. They would be just someone who wasn't brave enough to love you honestly. I want you to imagine something with me. Imagine the moment after the secret comes out. Imagine sitting with the truth for the first time. It's going to feel heavy. It's going to feel like betrayal, which it is. But I want you to notice something else in that moment too. I want you to notice the instant relief that comes with finally knowing. Your body is going to relax in a way it hasn't relaxed in months, because your nervous system doesn't want to be confused anymore. Your nervous system is begging for clarity. And clarity even when it hurts, especially when it hurts, feels like coming up for air after you've been underwater too long. And then I want you to imagine what happens next. When you are sitting in that truth and you are not sure what to do with it, something's going to happen. The quiet person is going to reach out. Maybe they have always been reaching out and you just didn't see it. Maybe they send you a message. Maybe they show up. Maybe they just call and ask if you're okay. And in that moment, when someone who's been all steady and consistent and real is there for you right at the moment you need them the most, you're going to feel something shift. You're going to feel the difference between someone who is there because they are trying to convince you they deserve your love, and someone who is there because they'd already decided you are worth loving, period. That's when everything changes. The thing about secrets is that they always come out. Always come out. It's just a question of time. They have this shelf life, they rot from the inside out until there is no way to keep them contained anymore. And the longer someone holds onto them, the more desperate they get. That desperation is going to leak out in ways they don't even mean to. It's going to come out as controlling behavior. It's going to come out as them needing more reassurance from you. It's going to come out as them trying to isolate you from the people who would actually tell you the truth if given the chance. It's going to come out as them making you feel like you can't trust your own instincts. And you are going to start to see all of those patterns very, very soon. Your intuition is already activated. That's why you are here. That's why you are watching this. Your body has been sending you messages, and finally your conscious mind is starting to listen. And once you start listening, you can't unhear it. You can't unfeel it. You can't go back to pretending everything's fine when your nervous system is literally telling you it's not. I know you're scared. I know there is a part of you that's attached to the person with the secret. That's normal. That's what happens when you have been in a dynamic with someone where you had to constantly earn their attention. Your brain forms a trauma bond, trying to figure out how to finally get it right. But this is me telling you, you could never get it right because it was never about you getting it right. It was about them refusing to be honest. And there is no amount of perfect that you can be that mistakes, dishonesty become truth. The person you deserve is the one who doesn't make you question your own sanity. The person you deserve is the one who, when they say they are going to be there, they are actually there. The person you deserve is the one who doesn't have secrets, who doesn't have mixed motives, who doesn't need you to be confused in order to keep you around. And that person is either already in your life or they are about to come into it very soon. But here is the thing. You can't receive them fully until you let go of the person who was never going to be honest with you anyway. You can't build something real on a foundation of lies. You can't. It's physically impossible. So, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen next, and I want you to listen very carefully because this is important. The secret is coming, not tomorrow, not in some distant future, but very, very soon. Days, maybe even hours for some of you. It's going to arrive in a conversation or a moment of silence or something you see or something you find. And when it does, you're not going to feel surprised because you are not actually surprised right now, are you? You already know. When that moment comes, I need you to breathe through it. I need you to let yourself feel whatever you feel without trying to fix it. I need you to not immediately try to figure out how to save this. I need you to just sit in the truth for a minute and let it reorganize everything you thought you knew. And then after that moment settles a little, I need you to pay attention to who shows up for you. Because that's going to tell you everything you need to know about who actually loves you. That's going to be the universe basically pointing at the one person and saying, this one, this is the real one. You're not going to need to chase them. You're not going to need to figure them out. You're not going to need to constantly manage their emotions. You're just going to be able to exist next to them and feel okay about it. And that, my beloved friend, my dear, is what love is actually supposed to feel like. It's supposed to feel like peace, not panic. It's supposed to feel like home, not a hostage situation. The secret that's been holding everything hostage is about to be released. And when it is, you're finally going to be free to choose the person who has been choosing you all along. The one who's been patient, the one who's been real, the one who loved you even when you were confused about someone else. Stay in your truth. Trust your gut. And when the secret comes out, remember that you already knew. You were never crazy. You were just being retested. And you're about to pass that test by finally choosing peace over chaos, honesty over drama, and real love over the illusion of intensity. Something huge is coming, and you're going to survive it. You're going to more than survive it. You're going to thrive on the other side of it. Hold on. Just hold on. The truth is closer than you think. Love you. Really. Love you.